This is called YouFishTV Extra. So, you know how we've had YouFishTV running for 10 years, we've just turned over 100,000 subscribers, a lot of exciting things happening, and we started the weekly shows recently and we said that it will evolve. Well, it's evolving. And so we're not really going to interfere with the weekly show just yet. We're going to call that YouFishTV Classic from now on. The second one, which we'll talk about today, is called YouFishTV Extra. So that's what we're doing today. So basically, if you can imagine all the footage and all the extra pieces we get and special interest pieces that we hear about in our network that really aren't a show in their own right, well, we're going to drop them like headlines on YouTube, but not just once a week. Hopefully once, twice, 3 times a week, whatever it takes, whatever comes in, whatever's interesting, whatever we've got, whether it's current or in the past, anything new and exciting, all that, it's going to be part of YouFishTV Extra. It's not part of our normal classic, which is the storytelling part of the show. So this is, let's call this YouFishTV Extra number 1, and we're going to be presenting obviously here from the studio, which is also evolving. There's a lot more news coming on that too when you see product 3 of YouFishTV, which involves the full team. So the interest piece we have very first up is something came across my attention on Facebook this morning. And I found the original content owner and I contacted him and said, mate, the world has to see that on YouTube. That is absolutely amazing. So before I say any more, I'm just going to run you past something that happened to a fellow called Ryan Curran. Well, he was actually duck shooting in his kayak somewhere in, let's just say, near the Murray. Okay, so check this out. This will blow your mind. This is in the wild. This is Ryan Curran doing what he does. Check this out.
Have a look at that. The shit you see out duck shooting. He's fucking massive. Just sitting here in this duckweed. Let's even get a bit closer to him. There's some big cod out here in the shallows. Here he goes. Attack of the cod. That's a big cod. That's a real big. Look at that. What a beauty. The shit you see when you're out duck shooting. You'd be fucking nearly a metre that. I know where I'm coming to flick some fucking lures.
Classic Aussie. Let's just watch that little bit at the start again when this is a Murray Cod, Australia's very biggest freshwater fish. And this is one of the very biggest ones you'll ever see. Doesn't even know he's there. He's in full camo and this thing's just swum over to him. Check this out. Again, just once more. It's huge. Look at it. Big, beautiful thing. You can just pat it. Look at the colours in it. You can just pat that fish. Ryan, that is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in fishing, and I've seen a lot of things in fishing. That is, you're more chance of being hit by lightning than have that happen again, mate. Anyway, incredible experience. I have to know more, and what we're going to do now is I've organised to ring him live in the studio and just get a couple of minutes just explaining how that came to be and how it felt. So without further ado, let's give Ryan a call. I've never spoken to this fella ever before, so.
G'day mate, how you going?
How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Mate, just to let you know, it's Winger from YouFishTV. As I said, I'd give you a call this afternoon. And just to let you know, we're recording live in the studio and everyone will be watching and hearing about your story on YouTube. So is that okay with you, mate?
Yeah, no worries. Beautiful.
Mate, so tell us a bit about yourself, mate. Where are you from?
From Bundalong.
Bundalong. Is that, that's, I assume, in Australia somewhere?
Yeah, the border of Victoria and New South.
Okay, so sort of in the south, if you looked at the map of Australia, sort of in the southeast part of our country. And that is one of the biggest freshwater fish we've just watched here on YouFishTV Extra. That's one of the biggest freshwater fish you will ever see in Australia. And you had one just swim right up to you while you were sitting there in your kayak.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was actually at just shooting some ducks in my local honey hole. And yeah, I went to retrieve, shot one, went to retrieve it, and got over there and yeah, it wasn't there. So I sort of had a look around and then I saw that big beauty just sort of sitting there and I thought, oh, well, it's taking me duck, taking me dinner.
Oh, you reckon it took your duck?
Yeah, definitely took the duck, yeah, because I've had a few go missing in the past, you know, in that sort of same area. There's a lot of big fish just in there. I think it must be a little breeding hole or something.
Wow. So that fish, that's a Australian native fish. You estimate that to be well over a metre.
Yeah.
Would you like to put a weight on how big that fish was?
Oh, geez, I wouldn't be able to say, really. I've never actually weighed one that big before.
Mate, I don't know much about Murray Cod. I've never caught one. I've never seen one in the flesh. But just for me, looking at that fish, and this is, I'm not for 1 minute saying I'm an expert, but that looked like 60, 80 pounds of animal right there in that footage. It's hard to gauge it, but the absolute monstrous animal.
Yeah, well, I've normally run 60-pound leader, and I've had snap-offs not far from there. There's an 11-metre hole that big girl or big boy's living in, and that just swims out into the shallows and either feeds up in there or it's a nice little breeding spot for them. A lot of cover with the duckweed and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, it's nice. A lot of timber around, a lot of structure. So they just, yeah, it's a nice little hiding spot, I think, for them.
Mate, I just can't believe it. Like, you're just sitting there minding your own business. You're out there looking for your duck. Can't find your duck. Geez, where's me duck gone? I know I hit that duck. And next thing I know, that swims over right next to the boat, says, you know, any more ducks for me, mate? You got any more?
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, it sort of, and then I even gave it a bit of a pat, and it sort of took off, swam away, but then it kept circling and then coming back to here and actually gave me a nudge in the kayak, and I thought, all right, yep, no worries, I'll leave you alone.
And that's when you got the camera out and thought, I'm going to film this.
Yeah, so then I thought, oh, I've got to show the boys this, they're going to love it. And then, yeah, got the camera out, and I actually filmed it for a Snapchat first, and yeah, and then I got the real camera out and got it going then too.
Actually, it's funny to say that because I noticed there was two levels of quality in the footage. There was a high quality version where it's the one beside the boat. Then, as it's swimming away, you could actually see that it was lower quality, and I guess that's the Snapchat. You've obviously it's a lower quality. But mate, all I can say is that's one of the most amazing things, and we'll do our bit to make sure that the world sees that because that's very special. And
yeah, it's a once in a lifetime experience. I think seeing something like that. Like I go there a lot, and I do see a lot of fish there. But yeah, I've never been that close, or you know, been able to see one for so long.
Amazing.
And just swim around like that.
Well, mate, hopefully we could stay friends forever now because that is just an amazing thing to share with you. And I love the beard, mate. You classic Aussie with the big beard there. I love your comment at the end there. I think everyone can relate to, yeah, we'll all be going back there to cast a lure, but obviously only you know where that is, and that's the best thing about this.
Yeah, that's it. I'm keeping that under lock and key. I don't want anyone else going in there and disturbing, especially if it's a breeding area. I won't even be fishing in there myself. I'll fish the hole near it, but I won't be fishing that exact area where that is because I'll just leave it alone.
And if you catch one, you don't always let them go, I bet anyway, wouldn't you, mate?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah, definitely. And I think I might have hooked onto him before, and that's actually snapped me off on 60-pound leader. So, yeah.
Well, mate, that's all we've got time for because we're going to try and keep this tight. But I tell you what, let's stay in touch, you and me. I'll give you a ring later on in the day after we've finished up recording here. We'll put this together. We'll get it out into the world, and hopefully the world can really appreciate that special moment you just had with that fish.
Yeah, beautiful. No, that's all. What's all about to get it out there and everyone enjoy it just as much as I did.
No, you're a bloody legend, mate. Well done.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, and we'll speak to you real soon.
No worries. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Thanks, mate. Well, Ryan, thank you very much, mate. That's bloody awesome. Just quickly, this is the little studio that we're going to be working out of. There's a lot more happening behind me here that you'll see it in the future. Let's watch that once more time with Ryan, and yeah, get in the comments and tell us what you think of this amazing experience. And thank you, Ryan, for sharing it with us, mate. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Look at it. Not a care in the world. I'm the boss of this billabong, and I'm going to do what I want. Look at him. Arrogant pig of a fish. It's the Dave standing a fish.
Attack of the cod.
Anyway, that's all. Keep an eye for YouFishTV Extra. We'll be dropping them maybe 1, 2 or 3 a week or more.
I know where I'm coming to flick some fucking lures.